Hey gang, it's the 4th of July. Happy celebration day for our independence. And one of the things that really got me thinking as I was watching a TEDx talk today by a man named Steve Mazan is I got to thinking about why our founding fathers did what they did. Why did they fight the way they fought? Why do we have an Independence Day? And the end of it is that they had a dream. They had an idea of what they wanted to see last past them, past where they were at, and past their lifetime. And one of the things that our church teaches is that, or at least a very close priest friend of mine, is that from the time you're born, you're moving towards your death. Which I know sounds a little morbid when you first hear it, but at the same time, it's true. It is so easy to fall into the rut of doing the same thing every day and living someone else's dreams, making someone else's plans and goals and dreams happen. So the question that Steve Mazan talked about in his TED Talk was, the crux of his question was, what are you dying to do? What are you dying to do with your life? So he would ask people and he made up these little pins that said, I'm dying to, and then he would ask people and he would write their answers down. And he said the sad thing is that so many people didn't have an answer for what they really wanted to see happen by the end of their lives. And I suspect most of us are the same way. I know that it is certainly something that I have struggled with for a long time. And sometimes I still do. Sometimes I still think, okay, what is my end goal? Like way down the line, not even 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, short-term goals, long-term. What do I want my legacy to be? What do I want to leave for my children? What story do I want told about me at the family table when I'm gone? And so here are some steps that Steve Mazan gave and some notes that I took. First, live every day as if it's your last. He said that was not so great advice for him because he's a comedian. So he says in 2 weeks he was fat, he was broke, and his family didn't want to talk to him anymore. But really, focus on your dreams. What do you want to see happen? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to make sure happens in your life? What are you living for? A lot of us we start out chasing a dream. We have a dream, we have focus, and we go for it. And then we kind of hit a certain level of success. We hit kind of a plateau. And so we stop chasing that dream. We just kind of ride the wave for a little while because chasing the dream is hard. It's easy to just live. Although you're not really living, you're just existing. It's easy to just exist. It's easy to get up, go to work on somebody else's schedule, to accept somebody else's dime, to fulfill somebody else's plan, and to make somebody else's something happen. That's easy because you're taking orders all the time. But if you really want your plan to happen, that's hard. It requires planning, it requires work, it requires dedication and enthusiasm, even when you're not feeling that enthusiasm, even when you're not feeling that love for the moment. I really love my oils, and I really love my team, you guys, and I love to talk about my oils, and I love to talk about even just network marketing as a profession at this point. I really enjoy that, and I could do that all day long. But there are days when I'm just not feeling it. I don't want to go to the library, or I want to just sit and read a book. I love being with my kids. I love being a mom. And some days I'm a little touched out. It's hard to keep that focus. So the next thing, his steps are, write down, I'm dying to, and then find the answer to that question. What is the answer for you? What are you dying to do? Second, set a deadline. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. What's your timeline? Maybe you'll meet it, maybe you won't. But in the effort of trying to get there, you're going to live. You're going to live every day because you know you're working towards something that matters to you, really matters to you. So let everyone know what your goal is. What is your dream that you're chasing? Shout it to the world at every opportunity. Ask them, who do you know that can help me reach this dream? Who do you know that might know somebody else? Ask. It will light a fire in your soul, and it will inspire the people around you, and they're going to want to join you in your dream chasing simply because they're so inspired by your passion. They want to be with you because you are like a light in a dim and dark world. A dim and dark world of people who are living in that 9-to-5 shoebox that we talked about once before. We're all taught that life is tough, it's hard, it's a pain. It's really not. What we're taught is life is that 9-to-5 shoebox that you're living on someone else's thing. It's pretty easy to skate and just go through the motions, just to do what you do. It's easy to grow up, take a 9-to-5 job, go day to day on someone else's schedule. It's easy to make someone else's dream happen, but it's hard to pursue your own goals. So this 4th of July, make the decision. Make the choice. Think about, what is it you want in your life? What are you dying to do? What are you living to do? They say that only 10% of the people in the world are doing what they truly love. And I have for a long, long time, since I was like in junior high when I first read that, I decided I want to be one of the 10%. I want to love what I do. And so I've always known that if I get up more often than not in my day, if I get up and I think, yeah, I'm not feeling it today, something has to change. Love is an active verb. It requires work. It requires intention. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Write your goals down. Grab them. Fight for them. Fight for them. You are going to be amazed at what happens when you do. Have a great 4th of July, everybody. This one's a little long. Yesterday's was a little short. Bear with me. I'm having such a good time learning, and I hope you are too. Have a good day.